currently under Biden are working against the interests of the American public. And it's pretty much the same for many of the European countries. But what we've seen from start to finish in my activism, when I started 2009, the Swedish Democrats were on 1%. They're now on 24% of the vote. They're now playing a major part in government. Geert Wilders was a fringe voice like we were. He's now won the election in Holland. Yeah, look at the change in the graph for the voting of Marine Le Pen. Yes, they stopped her this year, but if you look each year, her MPs are doubling. They won't stop her in 4 years' time, so they can continue. They're delaying the inevitable. The inevitable.
Last year, I don't know if you knew this. Last year, Sweden, the government shifted a new party, basically got power, and that is like, I don't want to say the right, but
no, it's the Swedish Democrats. Yeah, it's the Patriotic Party.
Correct.
Patriotic Party. Same in Austria. Same in Austria. So, in fact, the trend is the same across the whole of Europe. Now, not in Great Britain. We just voted left. Why do we vote left? When I say we voted left, how many people? 40 million people are now watching my documentary. 9 million people voted for Keir Starmer. He's not got a mandate for a majority. We're a 65, 70 million people in this country. He got 9 million votes, yeah? 48% of the British public didn't vote. That's the problem.
Yeah.
The 48% of the well, that's the working class community, because we're disillusioned. We're not rich enough and not poor enough for it to make much of a difference, yeah, in voting.
I see.
That's how people feel, and they don't trust any of them. Now, what we built on the 1st of June and by the 27th of July of 100,000 people, and whatever our next one is, the launch of a cultural movement, we will electrify those people. We are going to give them a sense of identity and a sense of a belief that they haven't had. We're going to give them everything that they've broke down in our country, and we're going to galvanise them. And what our last one, that's why we called it Uniting the Kingdom. We united the kingdom. We united the faiths, the races. Yeah, we didn't unite the white people of the kingdom. We had massive diversity in our crowd, massive diversity. We want to unite everyone who is proud to be British, everyone who wants to protect this country. And that's, I think, why they really fear us, because they had a very good campaign against us to try and make us fringe. It hasn't worked. And it's quite funny, really, when I sit and think, you had the world's media. Islam is the biggest funded ideology in the world. And you haven't been able to successfully deter our voice. You've censored us everywhere. And right now, I'd say our voice is louder than it's ever been. I have more credibility within the British public than ever before. Everything you've tried hasn't worked. And I currently now face 2 years in prison. Give me those 2 years in prison. Because if you do give me 2 years in prison, you're going to awaken more people. You're going to galvanise our movement like nothing I could even ever think of. Yeah, so that choice to play the film that I made on 27th of July, I obviously bottled it 3 years before. It ate me up for 3 years. I knew I'd done the wrong thing. I knew what I should have done. And on that Saturday when I played the film, I played it to the public. Yes, I face 2 years in prison now, but probably said it before I went, I'm not on trial. The British judiciary is now on trial. The world, 40 million people over. By the time they get me to court, I'm not going quietly. By the time you get me there, that's going to be 60 million, hopefully 80 million. Hopefully Elon Musk shares and it gets to 100 million. Hopefully it makes it that difficult for them to want to imprison me. They're in a difficult position, because if they do imprison me for long, they send a message to the public about freedom of speech, about freedom of the press, and expose their own tyrannical measures. So I'm scared to go to prison, but I have that much belief in my cause that for my cause, which I try and explain this, for my cause, it's the best thing that they can do. For my cause. For our cause and our fight for freedom of speech and our fight for all of it, there's going to be a defining moment that sparks revolution in this country, because it's not going to disappear. We're not going to sit back. Something's going to happen. We've always looked and thought, we're not in control of what that moment's going to be. Who knows what the moment's going to be? Stick me in jail, let them get to me, let me get hurt. That may well be it. It may well be their undoing. I keep thinking each time when they lodged the charges, I thought, are you stupid? Because what's it done? What's it done? 40 million people have seen it. Like, it's going to be 80 million. Like, it's not me that looks bad here. Yeah, I'm going to go. If I go to prison, it's going to be bad, but I'm going to come out of jail, and I'm going to come out of jail with my head held high, and I'm going to come out and I'm going to continue my work. And more people, my voice will be louder. My credibility will be better. So whatever they think they're doing, it's not going to work.
Well, you said it right there just a second ago. You're going to energize that group that hasn't voted, right? You're going to give them an identity, a sense of pride or trust in something that they believe in.
Community.
Yeah, community. Great word. Exactly. And that's exactly why they're actually coming after you. But the more they come after you, the the more that it energizes that group.
Yeah,
It's kind of
yeah.
they're fucked, man.
They're
And
fucked.
I'm
They're
here
fucked
for it.
right
I'm
backwards.
so happy about it. Yeah.
I'm probably fucked. Well, I am fucked. I'm sitting here watching all this talk of terrorism, all this talk of me instigating riots. I'm sitting there thinking, I'm fucked here. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
fucked. I know that. I know they're coming for me, but they're gonna fuck themselves. Like they can't win. They can't win. There's no way out. And it's not like when they're coming for me, it's like, what, you don't think I made the calculated decision to play the film? You don't think I thought through every process of where this goes? I know where it goes. I made the
Yeah.
decision to still play the film. So it's like you keep threatening me. They sent a warning letter to my solicitor. We are contemplating. This was after our first demonstration. We're contemplating contempt of court proceedings. I made a video that said, Attorney General, fuck you. Yeah, fuck you. Okay, that's it. Do it. Do your best. And
Yeah.
I've got no choice. Do your best, because your best is going to be our best. Whatever you do is going to galvanise us. And it's not, the cat's out of the bag now. You can't put it back in. You keep trying. It's not going to work. The British public, when I turned up, we don't know what's walking around the corner. When I went to that event on the 27th of July, we don't know if 1,000 people have turned up, 2,000 people have turned up. So to stand there, to see
100,000 people.
to see it, it's like,
Yeah. It's a beautiful
we're
thing.
awake. England's awake. Britain's awake. Yeah, the country is awake. They're the people that took, and you know, to get our side of politics out on the street, to get them to spend. Remember, it's a lot of money to get to London for people at this time on a day out like that, to get hotels and to see all of them come in under one unified banner of one community. And what we said with this cultural movement, it's like yourself. If we can bring all these people together, we brought Katie Hopkins with Lawrence Fox, with Carl Benjamin, all these people together. She's got 1 million followers. He's got 800,000 followers. He's got 600,000. Maya Tusi, influential, reaching different demographics. We brought some YouTubers, some TikTokers. If we can combine all these people, and we had meetings after meetings, this was terrified them. So in the meetings, we sat down and we said, right, we want everyone to feel part of this movement. Like this, I don't want this to be a Tommy Robinson movement. This is a movement. I'm not the head of it, but we need everyone to feel. So we sat down and said, right, you write down, when we go to a meeting, and we got, what's his name? Oh, well, when everyone comes to the meeting, Jordan Peterson comes. When we get everyone to the meeting, we want everyone to bring their input of the 10 important points for them to save Great Britain, to protect, defend our culture. And we had a brainstorming for a whole day where we wrote some down. Is it a Christian culture? Is it a Judeo-Christian culture? What are we fighting for?